very stormy night out there, so we'll get through this as quickly as we can. And before I start, I will just let the public know that because of the weather forecast, temperatures up to -35, the Out of the Cold Center is operational tonight. And if you or anyone you know needs assistance there, you can go online to the website at outofthecoldcollingwood, all one word, .com/. You can also phone 705-828-3477 or contact them through social media at Get Connected at busbycenter.ca. That's BUSBY center.ca, and the information is also on the town's website as well. And with that, Councillor Doherty, I'll look to you to read our land acknowledgement.
Thank you, Your Worship. For more than 15,000 years, the First Nations walked upon and cared for the lands we now call home. Anishinaabek, Haudenosaunee, Ojibwe, and many others who were families, friends, and communities the way we are today. The town of Collingwood acknowledges the Lake Simcoe-Nottawasaga Treaty of 1818 and the relationship it establishes with the original inhabitants of Turtle Island. We acknowledge the reality of our shared history and the current contributions of Indigenous people within our community. We seek to continue empowering expressions of pride amongst all of the diverse stakeholders in this area. We seek to do better and to continue to recognize, learn, and grow in friendship and community, nation to nation.
Thank you, Councillor. And I'll put the motion for the adoption of the agenda on the table, and it reads that the content of the special council agenda for January 10, 2022 be adopted as amended. 5.1 letter and motion added. Dr. Murray Miller, support for MRI at Collingwood General and Marine Hospital. Council, there's also an additional letter that was added from CEO and President at CGMH, Nora Holder, with respect to the same item. So with that being said, I'll look for a mover and a seconder. Councillor Madigan, Councillor Berman, all in favor? And that is carried. Thank you very much. Are there any declarations of pecuniary interest tonight, Council? Seeing none, if you find yourself in that position, just let us know. Staff reports, item 4.1. I think based on the vote at the SIC, that's not necessary. I'm just going to look to the clerk to confirm that, please.
Thank you, Your Worship. That is correct. That staff report will be carried through with the report and minutes from the SIC when it comes forward on the 24th. So Council does not have to further address it at this time.
Okay, thank you. And that brings us to the consent agenda. And the consent agenda reads that Council hear and receive the general consent agenda and the motions identified therein be approved. And further, that the information and opinions provided in the general consent agenda items are those of the authors and are not verified or approved as being correct. We have one item, 5.1, Dr. Murray Miller, support for MRI at Collingwood General and Marine Hospital. And the motion reads as follows. Whereas the Ministry of Health announced on December 22nd, 2021, that it is starting a new initiative to provide base operating funding for 15 new magnetic resonance imaging MRI units in the province. And whereas Collingwood and the South Georgian Bay region within the Collingwood General and Marine Hospital catchment area is growing at a significant pace, and our residents deserve access close to home to MRI services. Therefore, be it resolved, the Council of the Corporation of the Town of Collingwood fully supports the Collingwood General and Marine Hospital in its application for base operating funding for an MRI unit to provide local access to this top quality and vital medical service for our residents and all residents within the CGMH catchment area. Can I get a mover and a seconder for that, please? Councillor Jeffrey and Councillor McLeod. Council, any questions or comments before I call the vote on this? Seeing none, I just want to thank staff for turning this request around very quickly. It is extremely time sensitive, and I think it's been, we got there on maybe Friday, so it turned around very quickly. So thank you to all involved for this. And with that being said, I'm going to call the vote then. All in favor? And that is carried unanimously. Thank you very much. Next is the confirmatory bylaw. The bylaw number 2022-01 being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the special meeting of council held January 10th, 2022 be enacted and passed this 10th day of January 2022. Mover and seconder, please. Councillor Madigan and Councillor Doherty. It's always fun when you get the 001 numbers. They only happen once. All right, all in favor? And that is passed unanimously. Thank you very much, council, for this further meeting, and I'll look for a motion to adjourn. Councillor Jeffrey, all in favor? And that's passed unanimously. Good night, everyone. It's been a busy afternoon, and hopefully everyone gets home safely and warmly. Take care.
Night.
Good night.